Now, Amethi has certainly become the hotbed of these Lok Sabha polls, and with BJP's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi entering the Gandhi bastion, well, it looks like things have become a bit more interesting over there.
Namo enters Raga's turf.
Take a look at this massive crowd. This is BJP Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi's rally in the Gandhi stronghold Amethi. A day after the Gandhi siblings Rahul and Priyanka put on a massive show of strength, the BJP followed it up with one of their own, and Modi's presence made it a grand affair.
Smriti gets Modi's endorsement.
Raising his poll pitch for the party's candidate from Amethi, Smriti Irani, Modi made sure to do it the right way.
हमने स्मृति जी को यहाँ भेजने का निर्णय क्यों किया? राहुल भैया को परेशान करने के लिए नहीं भेजा। वैसे भी वो पूरी तरह परेशान है। मैंने उनको भेजा है अमेठी की मुसीबतों को कम करने के लिए। अब मेरा भरोसा मेरी ये छोटी बहन पर है।
Modi time and again took pot shots at the Congress's first family. Before that, he made sure to claim some more brownie points for himself.
Here for change, not revenge.
While the hostility between Modi and the Gandhis is soaring this election season, Modi said that he was in Amethi to bring about change.
भाइयों बहनों, मैं यहाँ बदले की राजनीति करने नहीं आया। न मेरा वो रास्ता है। मैं यहाँ आया हूँ बदलाव की राजनीति के लिए। हम बदलाव नहीं चाहते, हम बदलाव चाहते हैं।
And then he said, Amethi first.
आने वाले 60 महीने में मैं अमेठी का ऐसा बदल कर दूंगा, जो आने वाले दिनों में दुनिया की यूनिवर्सिटी यहाँ केस स्टडी करने आएगी। लेकिन मुझे हिंदुस्तान के सामने देश तो बनाना है, लेकिन सबसे पहले मुझे अमेठी बनाना है।
Well, ironic, isn't it? Modi's famed India First phase has now transformed into Amethi's first.
Modi tears into Congress on Rahul's turf.
Modi attacked Rahul Gandhi in his own constituency.
इस देश में इस परिवार को तो सवाल पूछने की हिम्मत किसी में नहीं। ये हमारे राहुल भैया, आपके एमपी महोदय, 10 साल पार्लियामेंट में अमेठी का अ नहीं लिखा है, अमेठी का अ नहीं बोले। और जो लोग आए दिन मोदी के बाल की खाल उधेड़ने में लगे हैं, क्या उनमें हिम्मत है? कभी पूछा उन्होंने अमेठी का हाल क्या है?
Modi also trained his guns on Priyanka Gandhi, who has been extensively campaigning for her brother Rahul in Amethi.
ये कांग्रेस पार्टी का अहंकार देखिए। उनका एक नेता ये कहने की हिम्मत करे, स्मृति ईरानी है कौन? मैं बताता हूं कौन। मेरी छोटी बहन है। सार्वजनिक जीवन में ऐसे सवाल करने का हक राज परिवारों को नहीं है।
Exuding confidence, Modi also went on to say that the mother-son government will be dethroned this elections.
माँ बेटे की सरकार गई, अब माँ बेटे की सरकार को कोई नहीं बचा सकता। अगर लोगों को जेलों से बाहर निकाल करके उनके साथ गठबंधन करके राजनीति के दांव खेलेंगे तो भी बचने वाले नहीं हैं।
Although Modi's efforts in Amethi came on the last day of campaigning, the Saffron Party certainly hopes it will boost Smriti Irani's prospects. While Amethi gets up for the three-way fight between Rahul, Smriti and Abs Kumar Vishwas, it remains to be seen if the Modi wave can turn things around for BJP in Amethi. A News 9 report.
Well, what was being viewed as UPA2's last power move has now turned into a major embarrassment for them, especially after their allies decided not to support them. It looks like the government has decided not to initiate a probe panel into the Snoopgate row. UPA postpones plans to probe Snoopgate. First, the government decided to crack the whip and appoint a judicial commission to probe into the Snoopgate.
The cabinet has passed, the cabinet decision to appoint a judge on a snooping commission, and soon it will be appointed. The matter is in the process.
But faced with stiff opposition from its own allies, the government seems to have backtracked and put its decision on hold. This effectively means that a further probe into the matter, if any, will be the headache of the next government. Earlier, the Congress had faced stiff opposition from the NCP and National Conference for trying to initiate a judicial inquiry before the poll results were out. Union Heavy Industries Minister Praful Patel and J&K Chief Minister Omar Abdullah had openly criticized the government's move to set up a commission in the dying days of the UPA2 regime. If the decision to appoint a commission was taken in December, it should have been implemented. To appoint a judge 5 months later is wrong. Setting up a commission of inquiry in the dying hours of UPA2 is just wrong. The criticism seems to have stung the government so hard that for now the party has shelved any such plans. Tact to avoid displeasing allies. With poll results just 10 days away, the Congress is trying to hold on to every last shred of power it can gather. With Rahul Gandhi completely dismissing any support to the Third Front, the Congress cannot afford to displease its allies. But what does the BJP perceive from this move? Is it a much-needed breather for the Saffron Party, or is it another window of opportunity to take pot shots at the Congress? A News9 report. Now, after 3 long weeks of boisterous campaigning, the Simandra region finally fell silent exactly at 4 this evening, when the deadline for canvassing ended. Now, the 13 districts of what is going to be the residuary Andhra Pradesh will go to polling for its 25 Lok Sabha and 175 assembly seats on Wednesday. The region had witnessed a fiercely fought campaigning spell since the time the deadline for the nominations ended. Now, the 175 seats the electorate will be voting for make up what will be the new truncated assembly of the residuary Andhra Pradesh. The separate state of Telangana, with 119 assembly and 17 Lok Sabha seats, will emerge along with the residuary Andhra Pradesh on the 2nd of June. The polling in Telangana was held on the 30th of April. Now, in all, 2,243 candidates are testing their electoral fortunes for assembly across the 13 Simandra districts. The number has in fact come down to 2,242 following the tragic death of YSR CP's candidate Sobha Nagi Reddy in a road crash. Now, another 333 nominees are in the fray for the 25 Lok Sabha constituencies in the region. Now, a total of 40,708 polling centres will enable 3.68 crores of voters to exercise their franchise in a crucial election. The poll watchdog is utilising the services of heavy police deployments besides volunteers from NSS to ensure an incident and hassle-free election. Emphasising on a peaceful polling, the Election Commission is deploying police forces 3 times more than its size in the previous elections. Together with the state corps, about 272 companies of police and paramilitary forces will be taking charge of the situation in the districts. Moving on, now the young and energetic actress turned politician Ramya was seen toiling hard in the hot sun in Mandya constituency, I beg your pardon. Now, after the elections, she is nowhere to be seen. And now this is creating problems because the people are not just worried about that, but are terribly angry.
She sweated out to reclaim her constituency. Post April 17th, Ramya has gone missing. Yes, the only question that is doing the rounds in the district of Mandya is where is their beloved MP Ramya these days? They are worried as they haven't seen her in their district post the Lok Sabha elections in the state. They're wondering if she is in Number Bengaluru. Well, that's a tough question, friends, as Ramya has not been spotted in Number City as well. Then where is the actor turned politician these days? We thought let us ask her party mates, but the shocking fact is that even they are not aware of her whereabouts. They claim Ramya's phone is also not reachable. Now Ramya's disappearance act has got most of them worried. It has even given rise to speculations that the young Neta might be chilling out in London after the hectic polling season. If those are the speculations, the missing act of Ramya has become fodder for the opposition parties. JDS takes a dig at missing Ramya. JDS district in charge Ramesh was quick to come to a conclusion that Ramya was only a namesake leader who could never do justice to her role. Talking about Mandya resident Shilpa's honor killing, Ramesh stated that Ramya didn't have the basic manners of offering condolences to the bereaved family members.
ಏನೋ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ದ್ವೇಷ ಬೇಡ, ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು. ಇವರು ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ, ನೀವು ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾಳಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಅವರ ನಡವಳಿಕೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸತ್ಯ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಅವರು ಲಂಡನ್ನಲ್ಲಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬೇರೆ.
Even Shilpa's family that observed their daughter's rights were unhappy that their MP had failed to visit them or address their concerns.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರೂ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಬರ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ, ರೆಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ, CM ಹತ್ರ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ರಮ್ಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್, ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವರು ತಾಯಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಕರ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು.
It's been 18 days since Ramya has paid a visit to Mandya and looked into the problems of the people there. Following the observation, the residents feel Ramya was in their midst only for her personal gains and not for their well-being. They are not just upset with Ramya, but feel sorry that this realization dawned upon them a little too late. But should they really feel sorry, there could be a genuine reason for Ramya's disappearance too, isn't it? Ravi Lalipalya, News 9, Mandya.